Hey, Mr. Mark, 5th season already.
Yeah,
I mean, what do you think of
season.
that?
It's wild. It's been fun. It's been fun working with you and Flem the Butler and the producers, Chad and Amy. And a special thank you to the viewers. You're the ones that make it happen. Thank you for watching.
You know, I was going to ask you today, whatever came of that, like, $10.5 million lawsuit you had going?
The lawsuit with Flem the Butler, yeah. We had a little powwow, left the attorneys out, and we settled out of court. Everybody's happy.
Really? Oh, details, please.
Well, if you must know, I bought him a car.
A car?
A car.
What kind of car?
An '89 Yugo.
Yugo? Oh, man, you screwed him.
Well, the car is mint condition.
Yeah, I bet.
It's mint, cherry, and furthermore, Spot never touched him. He's screwing me, Lisa.
Spot's not real, so.
He's screwing me. Oh, hey, look who's calling. It's Flem. Hey, Flem, old boy, what's that? How's the wheels? How's the new wheels?
You told me about all the scars and pieces now.
I can't. Settle down. What's that? I can't understand a word he's
hello, this
worked
is
up.
Officer Biscuit. To whom am I speaking?
Also for Biscuit. What's happening?
Well, Mr. Steck, it seems as though Mr. Wadsworth's car body is detached from the frame. We're on 41st Street. Traffic is backed up. The vehicle he was driving is not roadworthy. It's a death trap. Mr. Wadsworth has a steering wheel around his neck. You better come.
Okay, officer. I'm on my way. Today's show, Jim Ball on the desert cage trapping bobcats. I better get my toolbox.
These bloodshot eyes of knowledge, too proud to ever behold the all that is this and nothingness out on the bad river road, out on the bad river road.
Good morning. This is day one of a cat line. I'm running with Jim Ball, and he's from down here in the Southwest. And we're gonna run, how many cages? About 50?
About 50.
50 cages. He put a lot of work into getting these out, but that's what he does. So sit back and enjoy.
Gates up, so. Yeah, so this location, it's nice because it's hidden from all the traffic. And we got this big wide wash here, and it kind of narrows down at this point. I saw bobcat tracks on that eastern edge along there, so I set on that side. I had some decent backing so the cat can't work the back end of the set. And it's aimed downhill so that the thermals, when the thermals at night will push that scent out the front of the cage. So, and now it's just a waiting game on this set, but it goes down to a really big wash down there, and these other side washes that feed the main wash are where the cats like to hunt and travel. I can hear it rattling.
You can see tracks here.
Yeah, so you can tell the cat came from down the wash, which is why I scraped the whole front. It's a real nice spotted one.
Do you suppose these tracks would be
That's what it
that
looked.
cat?
Yep, that's exactly. You can see, I like to see which way they came, if they came from lower or upper, but you can tell, yeah, he came from up the wash.
And Jim, are you covering the trap for the purpose of people, or does that help catch the cat?
A little of both. Yep, exactly. It kind of hides it, but obviously we can see it from the road. But it's really to funnel. The hard thing about the desert, we have these kind of, we have mesquite and stuff like that, and there's no bushiness to the foliage, so I have to get grass and stuff, because I want, when the wind and thermals move down, I want it to funnel out the front of the cage. And if it's going out the sides of the cage, well, then that's the animal, especially a cat, will try to work it from the sides. and I don't want that. I want everything to come out the front, so that they can work it from the front. You
So
know what I mean?
that's your blocking.
Yeah, it doesn't look pretty, you know. In fact, it actually, to me, it helps. It sticks out. It looks funny. You know, when leg hold trappers are trying to trap a coyote, you want everything to blend in. A cat, especially when I'm doing like high country in the forest or grasslands, I want it to look like something happened, you know, in front. You scrape all the pine needles, you scrape it away. That just adds more eye appeal for the cat, especially when you're cat trapping.
Wiebe Trapline Adventures is brought to you by Wiebe Big Game Skinning and Processing Knives, available now at WiebeKnives.com, and by FurTakerTV.com, the largest selection of trapping videos online.
The thing about a cat, he wants to, it's nose and toes. They watch where they step, and they want to put their nose on everything. You know, they really want to smell something good. They have a good sense of smell, but they really want to put their nose on it. So when you're teaching people how to do a cage set, you want to tell them, put everything in the back of the cage. I've seen feathers out here, and I've seen, oh well, we'll do some lead-in scent out there, and the cat's spending all the time out there, and they look at the set and wonder why it got refused. And no, everything needs to be back of the set, except for if you need a flag, to put a flag up there. That's my opinion. And
So apparently, I mean, that's pretty narrow. They don't mind going into a narrow spot.
no, this is my smallest cage, because the cages are nesting. They sit inside each other. I catch my biggest toms in the 8-inch cage. They have no problems going in so narrow. As long, the only thing, a cat doesn't like to really duck. You know, you can catch them in a little 12 by 12. They will go in there, but the majority, you don't want to inhibit a cat from going in. So ducking is one, but narrow wise, you know, they're running through, look how thick this brush is and stuff. They're going through that all the time. And so narrow, not too big of a deal. Don't have any problems, at least out here, on that. I'll run some urine and lead-in scent from the back to the front of the cage. Nothing outside the cage. This is the other thing that I started doing. I call it cat juice. And basically, when I harvest my first female of the year or something, I'll put her in a 5-gallon bucket with a couple inches of water, and I'll get all of her smell in that water. You know, just like the old coyote trappers used to tell me. They would do that with a coyote, and that's all they would use. It would smell like coyote. Well, a cat is a walking gland. They got glands everywhere. Even if we can't smell it, they smell pretty clean. They have smells on them that other cats want to smell. So when I'm setting, I want the cage to be as hot as it can be. So I want to transfer a cat smell into there. So I get that water, and then I'll put it in a jug. And I used to have a squirt bottle, but now because it gets so cold, it's frozen, I just have this. So I'll hit the sides of the cage and do that. That way it has kind of a cat smell. Just one more thing to lead them in.
So what's the strongest smell that we're getting out here that my nose can smell? What's that coming from?
So that is probably the gland lure. I got this from Mercer Lawing, cagingbobcats.com. I send him all my glands, and he makes me some lure every year, so it's a trade-off. But it has a bunch of different items in it that really is strong, and then the other is the mint smell. Now this one I could make a little bit stronger, but that seems to hold out for 3 or 4 days, especially in cold weather. And it's different than skunk. I think even a castor smell would actually work here in Arizona. So I'm going to work on getting that. On spots, that are different than this, I also use some audio lures.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
a squeaker. But I only put them in specific spots. I don't think this is necessary. This cage is in the cat's face. There's bigger washes or rock piles where I don't know where the cat's gonna come from. So I'll put a squeaker where it's completely pitch black, it's complete silence. They can hear this from 30 yards away, either side. So it just an additional lure I can put at a cage, which I do have some, and they do help. A lot of people ask me, do they even help? And I believe absolutely they do.
Wiebe Trapline Adventures is brought to you by the all-new Wiebe Mila Fillet Knife for fishermen, available now at WiebeKnives.com, and by DakotaLineFur.com, the largest selection of quality graded tanned furs.
Well, we got a gate down. Yep. Well, we got another nice cat here. I call this the jawbone set. There was a bone up there. I don't know if it helps the cat go in or not, but you know, the leg hold trappers have flat sets and T-bone sets and trench sets and all sorts of sets, and for us cagers, it's like cage set, cage set, cage set. So I'm gonna go out on a limb, and I call this the jawbone set, and the cow patty set is very successful. So, but this is definitely a good pinch point right here. Lots of rocks, lots of gray fox in this area, this type of area too. But today's cat in this one, so we'll remake it and move on down the line.
So were you footholding any bobcats before you started this cage trapping?
I did catch some, yeah. So it would be random. I would catch coyotes and skunks. I catch everything in a foothold. I couldn't distinguish. You know, you just put your bait and your lures and stuff like that. So I would catch everything that came across it. Nice thing about these cages now, with some time under my belt, I can specifically target bobcats with this, and I can eliminate some of the non-targets. So I still catch some non-targets like skunks, raccoons, badgers, stuff like that. But the majority, when I see a gate down, it's majority of it's a bobcat. I can specifically do it. So we'll rub some sheep's wool on that, and you're good to go.
I'm out here with Jim Ball, and we're in the Southwest, and the weather is so nice. Absolutely perfect. It just feels good. And now Jim has a gate down, and so it's pretty exciting.
Yeah, I love seeing gates down. Oh, it's a cat. So it goes to show you, people ask me that, like after you catch a skunk and it sprays. So here's where the trap is. You smell the skunk. Yeah, it's pretty strong. But that skunk, after I dispatched it, it sprayed, and but
I can still smell the skunk.
yeah. So what I did, I moved the cage other side, downhill. I cut new brush. This cage itself still smells a little like skunk, but it didn't inhibit this cat from being caught. Average size. More of a grayer cat than what we've caught already.
Jim, can you point out some of the distinct features of the pad on a cat?
Yeah, for sure. So we got, when you're even looking for prints and stuff, obviously we got the W, the rear pad that has that distinct W shape on it, and then you have the tapered toes. Of course, they're oval. Now, what a lot of people don't know is on a female cat. So a male cat, the pad will be like that. The print will be, it's more round, and the male cat, this back pad will be farther away from the toes. This is a female, and so the female cat, the pad and toes will be more oval shape, oval round, if I could use that term, and the back pad will be closer to the toes. So a smaller print, but that's kind of how male and female prints go.
Wiebe Trapline Adventures is brought to you by the all-new Wiebe Tala replaceable scalpel blade knife, available now at wiebeknives.com, and by Naturally Bob Pet Shampoo. Pet safe shampoo, available at shields.com.
Oh, gate must be down.
Ooh.
Yep, gate down, Chad.
Gate down, Chad.
No, we got a black and white. We got a skunk. Oh, crap.
They spray?
He's aimed. Can someone hand me a stick?
Mm-hmm.
And I'll. And they don't ever come out. I've thrown rocks, of course they'll spray, thrown sand. I've had them 5 feet out of the cage and they'll go right back in.
Well, will they come out over a night's time?
Yes, yes. So what I
Okay.
used to do is pull the gate, throw it to the side and move on. And then, but I lose a trapping night. So until someone showed me this, I hated losing a trapping night. But that's what I used to do.
Yeah.
And then just reset it the next day.
So so in this case, are you gonna use that or leave them?
No, I'm gonna use this.
Okay.
Yep. So
Well,
I can remake it, and it'll be a working set tonight.
This is a new one for me.
He's a beautiful skunk, but yeah, he's. That easy.
I'll be darned.
Yep. As soon as someone told me about this, it was a lifesaver. So, and it helps clean it for those guys in the north. It helps blow new snow out of your cages around the set without tromping around. You know, $60.
That's absolutely crazy.
So, this location I like because it's pretty drab coming on off the sides. We got the Rocky Mountain in the back, but cats will always hunt this thick stuff. That's where the prey is at, so it's kind of a perfect location coming down under the tracks and onto new country, but setting on this structure point where there's nothing on the side and a thicket right in the middle, that's just a perfect point to catch a cat. Yeah, this cat, I think he came from the thicket rather than back through the culvert, because it looks like his tracks came up and around. So we caught him going down, but makes no difference. We caught him. Good sized male.
Yeah.
You know, for Arizona. Good spotting on this one, and you know, not too encroaching on the hips. The thing what I heard about from a taxidermist, and this guy is the top-notch cat taxidermist back east. He's doing mine. He says these western cats, even in Arizona and stuff, have a more silkier of a fur. Maybe not as long, but I don't know. I haven't seen any cats from back east or anything. He said, but it's when he deals with them, they're a little bit silkier of a type of bobcat fur. So
1 to 10, what would you rate that?
yeah, that's As far as an Arizona cat, or like?
No,
or
just overall for the market.
Okay, so if we're gonna say like there's a really nice Nevada cat at 10, this would be a 7 or 8.
And the Nevada cats, would they be bigger?
Bigger and wide. Yeah, their white will come way onto the side of the cat. Well, let's move on down the line. I'm gonna be skinning today. Well, tonight. Okay, I'm going up and over.
Been a wonderful day out here in the desert. Sun's going down, it's cooling down. Jim's got plenty of skinning to do. And so until next time, peaceful waters. I don't know about his size, but if he's average, you get 25 bucks for that up on Fur Harvester.
Yeah, I think this is about an average size.
Yeah. You didn't spray much. Where did you shoot him?
I don't know. Like I said, I'm not a good shot. He bit. I don't know. I always try to aim for the head and it goes into the body. But look, it looks like behind the head.
I've never seen a headshot where they didn't spray.
The whole wide world's at your fingertips.